Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here with another video. In this video I'm going to be talking about HCMC, a penny stock which I did cover about less than 2 weeks ago, and if you are subscribed or watching this channel and you bought in after I made my initial video, you're now up in less than 2 weeks over 200%. So therefore I'd like to congratulate you for your gains, and I hope you spend them well or you just keep on holding, because this stock is just getting started, and I will tell you what moved the stock price today and why I think it's a great way of how to make this company more public and get more people into it. But before we begin, I'd love to ask you to click on the beautiful red subscribe button if you haven't done already, and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much, and now let's move to the news. So as we can see today, it's right now slightly over 100%. And it was at one time, it was I believe plus 180%. It was immense, it was crazy, and I was like, dang, that's so good. And if we now move to the news, I'll tell you what exactly happened. HCMC announced sale of $5 million of preferred stock convertible into common stock initially at 150% premium to company's most recent closing price. I have not seen this move happening yet as long as I'm covering the YouTube channel. Obviously it's very good move for the company, so now let's get more information about it. So Healthier Choice Management Corporation announced today an equity capital raise through the sale in private placement of $5 million of its Series D preferred stock to certain institutional investors. The Series D preferred stock is convertible into HCMC common stock at an initial conversion price of $0.0024, a 150% premium to its last market closing price on Friday, February 5th, 2021 of $0.0016. The conversion price of subject is certain downward adjustments, including when the conversion shares are registered for resale or may be sold pursuant to Rule 144. As further described in the company's Form 8-K filed as of the date hereof. We don't need to get too much into the SEC, because basically the most important part is being here presented to us that they sold preferred stocks for 150% premium, which is just crazy, and it's amazing from the management that they've pulled this one off. Led by our largest single long-term investor, HCMC has received an equity investment from a group of institutional investors, with the convertible preferred stock being issued with an initial conversion price of $0.0024, a 150% premium to our last market close. This show of confidence in the company's fundamentals, IP assets and prospects moving forward is inspiring, said Jeff Holman, CEO of HCMC. Mr. Holman concluded, "We remain committed to enforcing our intellectual property rights in the form of our patents against all infringers." This again applies to the tobacco industry as well as the cannabis industry. So we can see they are still on track with the lawsuit, which is going to be coming up in the next weeks, and we see they are getting really strong and bigger on the stock market with moves like this. If you aren't aware, HCMC is going to be suing Philip Morris. As I showed you in my previous video about HCMC, which I did on 28th of January, in less than 2 weeks ago, if you bought in, as I said in the intro, for $0.0011, you're now well above 200% and you are a happy camper. So if you did so, you are in quite a pleasant space and enjoy your gains. If you'd like to be part of this and have 200% gains in less than 2 weeks, definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you don't want to miss out on any other more picks. This is something I have not mentioned yet. I'd like to tell you what happens when HCMC wins the lawsuit, alright? So whether a company is defendant or a plaintiff, its stock price will typically go up if it wins a lawsuit. This is especially true if the lawsuit is public and helps solidify the company's future in a particular part of the market. So this is exactly HCMC issue. They are in the vape industry. Philip Morris just stole the patent and used it into their IQOS, I believe that's how it's pronounced, and they're just using it and it's illegal, and they're making sick money with it. So for example, in August 2012, Apple won a lawsuit against Samsung based on patent infringement. Apple's stock price went up almost immediately after the judgment was announced. The win scared off other companies thinking of suing Apple or infringing on its patents, and it also helped pave the way for licensing profits that Apple would make in the future. So if you look in the Apple stock, I know it's quite hard to find. I couldn't find the exact date when it happened, but I found out that Steve Jobs actually said that on somewhere in March of 2010 that they are going to put it into court, and they will and he said that Android is just illegal and that they stole everything. I don't know exactly when the court then happened. I believe there were some issues, but I would say it happened somewhere here by the end of 2011, and the stock moved within 1 or 2 months about 50-60%, which is quite unusual for such a big stock at that time. The point I'm trying to make that there are going to be big moves ahead after the court will happen and HCMC will win. Why I think HCMC will win? Well, it's quite simple. They have almost international law firm Cousin O'Connor. They have really big revenue, they are doing tremendously well, and they have really good name in the industry. If we head over their website, we can see that they have winning approval for the multi-billion-dollar utilities transactions. They have over 775 attorneys. They have over 30 offices. They were named Law Firm of the Year by the Legal Intelligencer. So overall, this is an attorney company or law firm which you don't want to mess with, because they got really solid people there and they have really good reputation. Not to mention that Philip Morris is being sued by another company because they are using another company's patent as well in their vape. So this is really bad for Philip Morris. Also, if you aren't aware of the date of this lawsuit, it seems like February 26 is the day the answer is due. That's when Philip Morris would file a counterclaim, third-party claim, etc. They could also file something to dismiss the whole thing. So we will know by the 26th February what is going to happen next, if it's going to get postponed or they just will give up and give them how much money they will want. So where I see the stock going, is it too late to hop in? Absolutely not. It's still a sub-penny and it can move 100% 5 days a week, you know. There is nothing stopping it. It's just the hype will catch on and people will start buying, institutions will start buying, and you know, Wall Street might even get their toes into this one because, you know, Philip Morris doesn't look like they're going to win this lawsuit. You know, there's HCMC is more favorable in this one from my perspective, and it's only a matter of time until they will pull something off. I will keep very close eye on this one and I'll keep you informed whenever something happens, because I know people request this, and I listen to my viewers and I deliver the updates you need. I hope I brought you some value. If I did, definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new upcoming videos. Also, smash that like button for YouTube algorithm if you haven't done so already. So let me know down in the comments below if you are in this, how big are your gains, if you sold off, trimmed your position, or if you actually bought more. I'm all ears and interested in how you are doing. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you in another video.